So today we'll bring you a top 32 profile for Oceanics. It's been past 2 weeks, right? Let's just get right into it. I play Dragon Link.
Yep.
The reason why I want to play this deck was because, well, frankly, every other deck kind of sucks. The only other decks like pretty good was Room for Hire, but that's not that good to boom traps. So I saw Dragon Link was like really good into block breakers, and also has a bunch of follow-ups. So that's why I played it. Also, the reason why I saw it, the reason that really convinced me to play this deck was because we got a new combo. I can show the end board, but for the combo you can watch Gabriel's new combo video.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get into this. So for the first of Bestial package, we played 3 Rebellion, 3 Magnets.
Yep.
And 3 Thronier and 1 Juicer. So the rest of it is pretty standard, but I didn't play Baldric because Baldric just you don't really need it. And then the combo you always set Juicer, so you can go Juicer, banish Recharger, have Regain on the board.
Yeah.
Put back Recharger and put it so you have Trace alive to pump Juicer to get Recharger. So even if you get Dark Ruler, Seals can still summon Tracer. So that means you have like the 2 interruptions with Dark Ruler, you have Dispar in the graveyard with the combo as well. And Thronier is mandatory, so you off. There's no way to play any Destiny 3 because opening this card is honestly actually better than opening Lubellion because this gives you Lubellion access with Space Break, and then Lubellion can get Magnet, so you have two Bestial Space Break. So Thronier is like great best.
Yeah.
That's it for Bestial package. Also, when we get it, we didn't play Beast because Beast just sucks for a second. Given that Strike's in the list, so it's basically a sim list.
Yeah.
Then for the Chaos package, Levy,
Yep.
black, white, and 3 Sabres.
Yeah.
Just pretty standard.
Yeah. Good cards.
Yeah. And then for other normal summon, play 3 black metal, random D. It's like pretty standard nowadays. Like you just need to have maximum normal summons you can play. Also in the combo that we do, opening black metal plus Chaos Space is insane because you can go normal summon black metal, get random D, and get pitch random D for black and white. And then you can summon backwards piece in the later combo, always piece power. So I have a bunch of bodies. Also, because we play out Tomb, so this card is really good because that means we make 2 level 6 Bestials, so you can choose 3 bodies.
Yeah.
And then for the Rockets, Recharger, Double Tracer, and Abstrata. I didn't play Caliber, so it was in the list before, but I drew it too many times going first. So I was like, that's just horrible. Every time just noble summon it, so it didn't feel great. But to be honest, like after playing the deck more now, Caliber probably needed because it allows you to end on like after the normal board, because you end on both Savage and Baron for 2 Omnigates sometimes. But to be honest, like, the board we do, like it's already good enough. You don't really need to come in more cards to the board, so I think it's fine to not play Caliber. I didn't really come up in tournament. I may come up once that I missed to have another Tracer target for Trinit, but I think it's fine.
Yeah.
For the spells, pretty standard. Chaos Space, Quick Launch, and the 2 There's not much to say about
the field spells. Yeah.
This card is the best card. You open this card, you win the game.
Yeah.
For the non-engines, so this is the MVP of the deck. 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Book Eclipse, and 3 Book Ring.
Yeah.
So originally, we're playing. So Dark Ruler is self-explanatory in this format. Like it's just the best non-engine score second. Like I don't like this card in the main deck, but this card is insane. Like if you draw this against Runic for Hire, you win. I drew this against Runic Life Terrain, against Cash a lot. It should win the game.
Yeah, I agree. It's like this and like it's like either this or evenly, and this is I think it's just slightly better.
And obviously in Dragon Link you can play evenly. Like you play evenly in Dragon Link in the deck, you're playing.
Yeah, because you got the Bestial, so it's like
you need to go battle phase.
Yeah.
A lot. And so originally in the deck was 3 Book of Moon, and this Eclipse was Tactics.
Yeah.
So Book of Moon was like it's sort of like a no love deck wasn't playing this. I mean it was in Gabriel Nest like their original Euro list, but they cut it in the last minute for 2 Nib and 1 Tactics. The reason why we want to play 6 books was because if you play Tactics, you realize that in testing against Cash, every time Cash has Lance going first, you have Tax in hand, you lose the game. Because you usually have like 1 out in the main deck. So if you draw that 1 out as a Tactics, you usually lose the game. So we want to have like quick plays that can double with Dark Ruler. So if you go Dark Ruler, they can Lance, and you can Book, you can win. And also, the reason why it's six books, it means that, so in this deck, if you go first, if you open a good combo, good hands, your combo always wins against Cash. Like every single time. There's no way you can lose. But in the bad hands, where if you're gonna have bad hand, means you draw non-engine. So we want non-engine that can actually like beat cash when we just end on seal pass. So
Yeah.
you don't want to end on seal pass, but when you do, like books is enough because then you go if you just like book the normal summon, special summon, and then they go activate burst, normal summon, then you seal spawns back out, and then game forward.
Yeah.
So the Eclipse launch like probably one of the best knowledges in this deck. Like, it felt insane. Like I didn't regret playing this card. This is so insane. Every time resolve to wins, every time you go Ash, I lost again.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is how I lost top 22. So,
Eclipse, I got Ash, yeah.
Ash lost. And then he Ash my skills as well, so I lost.
Unfortunate.
Okay, so that was for the event deck.
Yeah.
And for the extra deck, so extra deck is pretty. There was some difference, but mostly standard.
Yeah.
Seals, you don't need 2 seals. You're playing. You need the 2 seals in this deck. You're playing this deck wrong.
Yeah.
Because every time I realized I need 2 seals, I could have played better, to be honest.
Yeah.
So and then 1 striker, which is can only play 1. Pisty, Romulus, Dark, and what's Azalea. So I'll talk about this card later.
Yeah.
And then triple burst, Borend. We end on this card every single game. On top of seals. So usual end board is like seals, borrow end, and then plus either a Baron or Savage beside it, and then plus regain in on the field with his part in the graveyard. So that's the combo we usually go for.
Yeah.
And then for the synchros, sorry for Link's access code. Obviously, you didn't play the card.
Yeah.
And then synchro monsters, Savage, Baron. You almost always end on Savage
Yeah.
in most of the hands. And then you have and then has Calcendro and Disparter.
Yeah.
So Disparter is the straight up the MVP of this section. Like this is the best way to play on Dark Ruler because you make Disparter.
Yeah.
Usually also this card allows you to save recycle safer in your turn. So that means when you start your turn next turn, you would have safer in the graveyard with a Rebellion Levy. So that's like crazy follow up.
Yeah.
And also you can put it into graveyard so you can play on Dark Ruler, so you can summon back Regan. That's why we don't play Beast as well.
Yeah.
So the only difference, my list was again to the European list was Calcendro and Azalea. To be honest, because I cut it for Unicorn because Unicorn in testing didn't come up. But to be honest, like as I played deck more, you probably do need Unicorn. I think that was a misplay. But the Calcendro was okay. But usually the most times you need it, you can usually win with other means. So it's not necessary. Azalea was pretty good. It allows me to. It actually allows you to like out like a Rise Art with just 2 monsters. So I think Azalea was pretty good.
Yeah.
Out of floods as well. Yeah. So that's the extra, and also the last 2 cards actually was Zeus and Tomb. So Tomb is very very good. This card it's mandatory in the deck in my opinion because you almost all I think I won this card like at least once in every round when I went first.
Yeah.
And every time this card resolves, you win again.
Yeah.
It summons Red and D, you can summon Absoluter from it, and then the Balance Tribute, Absoluter, get Tracer, get Regain, it's crazy. This card is insane. It basically makes your good hands into God board, the best board you can ever improve.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then for the side deck,
Yeah.
so side deck first the Beast because I was pussy. I was scaredy cat. I was scared of playing potential floodgates.
Yeah.
So I started Beast in case this card will only go in against floodgates, which I didn't play in any. So that was good.
Yeah.
And then I played 2 Bestials in the side deck. Just for any good decks to put against. So I usually siding against Sprite or siding both of this to go first and second instead of Eradicators. If I'm not playing against like Melcy Sprite.
Yeah.
Because against that deck you just want to have bodies that can like overwhelm them instead
Yeah.
of Eradicators. But obviously against the Eradicators for Runic Sprite, for the Runic versions and the Cash.
Yeah.
I think I resolved Eradicator like 3 times. So once I eradicated almost the Cash player's entire hand, he had 1 Fairy left. And a seal pass is just 1.
Yeah.
And against a go second deck, I ripped his Straw Super Poly Tactics. It was crazy. So eradicating that.
Yeah. Eradicated is crazy.
And then, so in the original list, we were playing 3 Straws and the Tactics. So but I changed it up because to crew card because I didn't want more cards that lost to Lance. So and the crew card was just the best out to cast stress board. And this card was. Actually, I don't think I never summoned this card to be honest. There was one game I drew this card, but I also had Dark Ruler and Pankratops.
Yeah.
So he just cooked.
Yeah.
And-
It's like really
yeah.
good, but it's like sometimes it's just like.
Yeah, but you don't even need it sometimes, so
Yeah.
it's like fine. But in series, it's the best card against Cash. So and this deck is good into every single other deck
Yeah, just
except Cash.
yeah,
So you just need every single card to beat Cash basically.
yeah,
And then another 2 Ash. So it depends me. It was 3 Ash, but I had to cut 1 Ash for the Beast. Because I was scared of playing Floodgates. And also I thought that against decks that I need, also for side patterns, 2 Ash was for ruining for higher sprite.
Yeah.
It's really good into deck when they go rookie for hire to summon, and then you Ash there, the usual just again.
yeah,
But because side pattern was always just 2 instead of 3, so I was like, I just didn't need the third Ash because I don't really need any cards for against Brandon and Labyrinth because it like cooks that anyway.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's fine to like play 2 Ash. Ideally, I want to play 3, but it's fine. And then for Prankers was insane every time I saw it. This card was just
this card was an MVP for
every
me
time
on the
you
weekend.
see this card
yeah.
going second, you every single.
Yeah, can we get this
Like,
card back to 3, please?
Yeah, we actually need. He hit so in my last game I hit Judgment. This guard like I attacked his monster and then killed his Judgment and I just go him afterwards. And then for the last 2 or 3 cards was this was triple custody for the triple tax thrust. So I went for the event and then brought back. And then 1 tactics. So tactics was just like it was so if I against like hand trap decks, I could like play 1 tactics and the 2 bestials going first.
Yep.
So like that's fine for side patterns.
Yep.
And also tactics plus thrust is just pretty good into the right start. So it's decent. I don't think I actually thrust once in the tournament, but it was there. Like most of the main deck just beat honestly everything.
Yeah.
I think I tooled like every deck in the tournament except my only 2 loss in the Swiss was to 2 Piolis.
Yeah.
They drilled me game 2 every single time, so I lost. And then the only game I lost in the Swiss, aside from purely, was 1 cash. Was 1 2 cash. That was just a game to he'll go first, shifters, a right side. So we there's nothing to do. And it's good that he has shifter going first, but then he didn't have shifter for the next turn.
Yeah.
So so I'm gonna show you guys just the basic ideal end board for this deck.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think like
now,
the end board that you've like
I think the reason why I want to play this deck was I was pretty sure like if I play this deck I was the best Dragon Link player in the entire room because my combo was just different from others.
Yeah, like I tried to pick up this deck, I just didn't understand the combos, and I'm just like, I don't think it's for me.
I think I was in one of the rounds I was playing against. I was watching like two Miro playing, and the guy ended on Borrow End and Savage. I was crying internally. I was like, he had an insane hand. It was like, end on this. So the board we usually end on is Seals. So Seals in the extra monster zone.
Yep.
And then you have Borrow End under it. And then you usually have Savage as well.
Yep.
Savage, and then you have Regained up.
Regained with the Spider Engrave, right?
Yeah. So this is the normal combo, and also our combo goes through. Sorry, this part is in the graveyard.
Yeah.
And also our combo usually, for the most part, always goes through Levy as well.
So it's like they're playing with 5 cards.
Yeah, you basically they always play you. So the way you get Levy in this card deck, you just like you go safer. You go some back safer with either Disparter or the Pisty, and then you can like reborn. You can tribute Disparter for Lubellion, and then you can safer send them Lubellion mostly.
Yeah.
And then get Levy. And then also that's why we only play Regain, because that means you always want to have Regain on the board. So when you go Levy or like a Magnum or whatever on your turn, you can always get a draw.
Yeah.
So which means Regain allows you to draw 2 cards basically on your turn, once on your turn and on your opponent's turn. And also it allows you to, and then also and also by this end board you should have like 3 cards in hand, and you search Jerusalem in end phase. And then you can like Jerusalem on your opponent's turn, banish your Recharger, shuffle it back, so you have another Tracer target, you draw another card, and then also Seals with some Magnamut, right, Disparter in the graveyard, and also you have Safer plus Lubellion or Levy in the graveyard. So it basically start your turn with like 6 to 7 cards. There's like no deck that can beat this.
Yeah.
The reason why this board is insane is because like the only way for any deck to ever beat this deck, just board, you have to have Dark Cooler. You know, there's no way can beat the Savage, Borrow, and the Seals without Dark Cooler.
Yeah.
Like if Dark Cooler, I mean, I'm not dying. And also like through Dark Cooler, still have this Disparter in the graveyard to summon back, and also plus Levy will rip your card out of hand, and also you still have potential for Tracer to pop around Jerusalem to pop another card, and also then on top of that, they can't kill you, and they have to broke through a Levy plus two more interactions to break your board, and after they broke your board, you still have 7 cards to play. And so in my last round, my actual I know this exact board, but the guy said Albas and fully marked away my entire three monster for the Albas fusion, but he couldn't kill me because I had 2 bestials and also this. But he right bounced. He acted right Amazia and bounced this back to my deck, and then but he couldn't kill me. He got a 2 bestial like just to protect me. And then on next turn I 6 cards. I start with Levy, killed his board, and then some Tracer, some Bestial, make this Reborn Redundy Reborn Boar End some back a Tracer, and then make a Baron.
Yeah.
Like, he just died.
Yeah.
Like, so this deck is just absolute bonkers.
Has some crazy combos and just like the
reason
recursion
why I
and
play this
stuff.
deck is because it has, I think, the best board in the game right now. Because the only board that you have to have interaction to play against it, but there's no way it can beat the follow-up.
Yeah. I think like the only deck that has like a similar in like ceiling of a board is probably Manadium.
Yeah.
When they like rip 2 cards with Disbarter and end on the trap.
Yeah. But it doesn't have the follow-up this deck has.
Yeah.
That means like you have within this deck you have this board, and also like the start of a turn you always start with Levy.
Yeah.
Like because the reason why against can cash.
Yeah.
They can break your board, but there's no engine ways in the deck to out Levy. So
Yeah.
we start with Levy, the board is gone.
Yeah.
100% every single time. Unless they open Prosperity, attach the Glass, and then still have to broke the entire board. Then most of the times that just doesn't happen. If it happens, usually you still have to follow up to replace the road board. So that's fine.
No worries.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if you want to know how to do the combo, I think Gabriel Ness already posted the combo video. You can have a look at that one. That's basically the combo we're doing.
No worries.
Alright, peace out.
Cool. No worries. Thank you.